There's going to be reading on what is your ideal environment, community, physical environment with emphasis on physical environment. What does your soul thrive in? You got pile 1, the thoth tarot, Aleister Crowley, and we have the tarot del Toro, which was inspired by Guillermo del Toro. At pile 1, you chose thoth tarot. It's going to be reading what is your ideal environment. Let's see. What energy would your soul thrive in? Spirit, give me messages. We have 10 of Swords, Ruin, with a little heart in the middle. And we have the Hierophant in reverse. So this could be, for some of you, this could be an environment that you're already sort of in, or almost, or sort of in. You know, I feel like your soul thrives in chaos, and I feel like you can operate more like yourself and true to who you are in an environment where everybody else is sort of also chaotic and weird. So it's sort of normal for you to not be normal. Maybe you read a lot of dystopian novels, you know? I feel like your soul, for some of you, you would thrive more in the city. Not necessarily city, but in a community sort of environment. For some of you, the city, yes, definitely. I'm definitely getting an urban vibe of just the darkness of the city at night. But for others of you, I am feeling more you're not about the city as much. But it's definitely just more of a larger community type environment. Because your soul needs complex social communication for some reason, maybe to sort of reflect off of. And I feel like you would thrive in an environment where you have a lot of freedom to make different choices and go down different paths without being restricted to one option. Just daily sort of being able to be more spontaneous, because maybe you can get stuck in a routine. Spirit, give me some more cards on what would pile 1's ideal environments be. I'm feeling it's not necessarily the city, or I am definitely getting an urban vibe, but it's just the darkness of it's just pretty much at night. A lot of, maybe you thrive more during the nighttime, but I more see you thriving as I'm visualizing this. I'm only really seeing the nighttime, if that makes sense. So maybe your just ideal environment is the nighttime in general. That's where you can get the most work done or something. not even work done, but you can just thrive the most or something. We have the devil in reversed. Yeah, so definitely an environment where you're sort of there, no one else has control over you, and you don't really have to control anyone else. Like everyone's independent of each other while also like still being able to mutually benefit each other in relationships. In a community, if that makes sense. Also, like in definitely like a darker vibe of an environment, definitely like a darker vibe of like an area or place, a place with a dark aura, but somewhere quiet, you know, like things happen slow, or things that happen aren't too like loud or too much or too fast, like um definitely just like a, maybe not even cold, but just like a quiet place. Cold, quiet place. Maybe for some of you, you do like living in the cold or like the snow. And there's something like particular about the snow for you. The snow, you know. For some of you, you might like, your soul might like to live in a haunted place. Not necessarily like badly haunted, but just an really old building that had had a lot of souls lived in it, and you can just sort of feel the vibes there. Like that would be cool for you. I feel like you would be like chilling with that. I feel like for some of you, you would be fine living like alone, like in community, of course, but like alone in your house. Like you would be fine just like maybe better off living alone because you need like space, you know? You need like space to like and keep yourself to yourself. Um, but for others of you, you do need someone there, but only like one or two people, you know, um, in the house with you. Like, you can't be like a large house with a lot of people. It has to be close knit, close circle. Like, people who understand you and understand your vibe. People who can go out at night with you. You definitely want to live somewhere where you can look at the stars. Pile one, you definitely want to live somewhere you can see the stars very clearly, and like a lot of the stars. Or maybe just get a telescope in your house so you can like see the night sky if you can't see the stars where you are, where you want to live, because I don't know, space just might interest you and might add something to your day. That's just for some of you. You definitely live a more cozy environment, like a lot of like cushiony stuff, very homey, but not homey in like a cookie cutter way, but more like a familiar way, things that feel familiar to you, things that you really enjoy and like. I feel like in your ideal environment, you really go all out to like sort of nest and make everything perfect and arranged in a way that like feels right for you. Because maybe you're a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to your space, like your space, your personal space. I got the stars, so definitely looking at the stars is important, or being your house or your environment or your place or your crib or whatever in a spot where the sun hits it good in the mornings or in the evenings is definitely good, like a bonus for you, because I don't know, it just tends to add something to your memories when you're in your home. You tend to like associate sunlight coming through the window with like childhood or something. It just like, I don't know. That's only for some of you, but maybe think about that if you're ever moving, just like how the sun hits, you know? Or like what room you decide to stay in if the sun comes through the window. I'm definitely feeling like either you like sun, you know? Weather wise, you just sort of like a very balanced weather, like balanced rain, balanced sun, or balanced snow and balanced sun, nice balance of both. Because you like gloomy and you like upbeat both equally, you know? Like, you like it to be cold, but not too cold, you know? Um, you're not really fond of the heat for most of you. Um, and for those of you who are fond of the heat, you would prefer you to be near water, like the ocean or a lake. You would live near the water. Yeah, I'm feeling for a lot of you, Pile 1, you would enjoy living near the water too. In addition, like, even if you do live in the city, you would like a place with like a little pond next to it, an apartment with a little lake outside or a pool in the apartment complex. We have the Six of Swords in reverse. So you would thrive in an environment that reminds you of home or reminds you of your past lives or just makes you feel nostalgic or comfortable. Um, yeah. Maybe not even like a place that feels that way, or maybe just like people that make you feel comfortable being yourself. So that you can just be in that nostalgic energy, you know? Ace of Swords popped out, but then came back in. So for a small bit of you, the place your soul would like most deeply wants to live is already in your heart. Like you already know exactly where it is. Let's just take what resonates. We have Four Cups luxury. Oh, luxury. I mean, no one minds living in luxury, but I feel like you take luxury in sensualness. Like, you like the aesthetics of your home, and for it to be well functioning, Like, you don't like luxury as in like a lot of items or really expensive items. It's more like you push quality into every room. So, like, nothing is half assed, nothing is cut out of an IKEA catalog. Like, it's all you, you know? It's all you, or maybe you and your friends, or you and your family's vibe. But you definitely have a lot of places to relax in your environment, like a lot of places where you can go and just chill, a lot of places in your home where you can just lay down and chill or sit and chill. Yeah. um Again, with the sunlight, like good places to like sit in the sunlight or lay and nap in the sunlight, I'm hearing for some of you. Ooh, yeah, a garden, definitely a garden. Or some sort of yard where you can lay in the sunlight, or not even a yard, but if you can like go outside your house and go out and go on a walk and find a spot to do that. I feel like for you, you would like to live in a place where you can walk around a lot and explore the place around you, and you never really get bored of it. I guess one or two more cards. We have the Chariot reversed. We have Eight of Wands, Swiftness. You definitely thrive in a more diverse place with like a lot of different cultures, and people who you feel like you can talk to, just like in a community where you could like talk to everyone, you know, just like kind of like, because it's just this vibe where you're learning so many different things from so many different outlets. And all those outlets, all those people are so completely different that the things you're learning are like covering all types of ranges. You would thrive more around creative people or in a place where creativity is celebrated. Just around town. There might be a lot of paintings or murals or art or music. Spirit is saying specifically for some of you thinking about moving, check the like homeless population around you, because it tells a lot about how your city deals with people in need, if that makes sense. You might thrive more in an environment where people actually like care about your needs, which is, you know, like a community that is actually helpful towards each other. Death keeps wanting to come out, so maybe somewhere this place is like the place you would settle down until you die, until you get old. Like, your ideal environment is somewhere where you can, like, okay, I feel like I can grow old here. I feel like this is where I want to be. And you can really envision yourself dying there and being comfortable with that, for sure. And there's this emphasis on familiarity, like the place you would ideally live, you would feel like you've always been there. It would feel infinite to you. What's that about too? This is gonna be your ideal environment with this. Wait, did I just pick this Santa Martha tarot? Actually, you know what? Let's just fucking do both. We got the Tarot del Toro, and I guess I'll pull from the Santa Martha. I get bored of you. Okay. Gotta make sure none of them are hiding in there. I've done that before in readings. Okay. Let's see. Spirit, give me energy on pile 2. What energy their soul thrives in. What environment they be thriving in. Maybe an environment that they don't even know yet. For some of you, I'm hearing you're going to travel a lot in the future. That's not for all of you, but for a lot of you, your ideal environment is a place you don't exactly know yet. Or you haven't been to before. Say we resonate. Spirit, give me some insight on part 2, ideal environment. We got the Hangman. The Hangman. There's a little fetus. And we have the 7 Pentacles. So there's candles back here behind this jar. For some of you, I'm hearing an altar would go good in your environment. For others of you, I'm hearing candles, just candles, like lots of candles, and they keep this like atmosphere for you that just reminds you of your past lives. And then there's like paper down here, so keep some paper around you to write with and express yourself with. Maybe not even just writing, but keep outlets in your environment to express yourself with, like journaling, just daily expressions that you can not only look back on those things, but you know, have some fun to do. May you you let loose more in your ideal environment. I know he's all trapped in a jar. But I feel like he's comfy in there, you know? You would feel more comfy just sort of like letting loose, being able to let loose in this environment because you're comfy, you know, in whatever environment you're in. And it seems like because it's a jar, you know, it's not a tight jar, but it's definitely only small enough to hold the little guy. So maybe you just like would live in a home or a build or something that it would be small. It would feel cozy, very definitely cozy, not really small, but you know, definitely not big. For real. The Seven of Coins. The Seven of Coins got me feeling like maybe having a stable home is important to you, and not having that causes you a lot of pain, or causes your soul a lot of pain, because it really fucks up your whole vibe. So being in an environment where you can focus on healing yourself and focus on just being yourself is really the best for you. Maybe you haven't really been able to live in an environment where you can focus on your past pains and past traumas and really understand yourself like that. I also feel like the people around you would need to be people who are stable themselves. Like, they think about the lessons they've learned and they actually integrate those lessons, you know? They don't repeat the past. They plant good seeds so that, you know, they're doing well on their own. Some of you hearing a kitchen, like a big, good kitchen you can cook in, would be really good for you. And for others of you hearing having a big bathroom is really good for you, like a big, fancy bathroom. For us, it's not even a fancy bathroom, but just somewhere where you can like go swim, or like a waterfall. I'm hearing for some of you. Some of you are hearing the jungle in particular. That's only for a small amount of you. But for that small amount, the jungle, bro. Do I have to say anything more than that? For a lot of you, pile 2, you're gonna have to figure it out with your heart. You're gonna have to let your heart lead you to your home, to where you feel the most, where you want to be. And that's why I said at the beginning that a lot of you might be traveling a lot in your future, because you gotta find that place. Yeah, we have 6 of Cups popping out here. I feel like everywhere you end up traveling is going to end up being places you've been in your past life without you really knowing it. But, I keep envisioning this really long, nice driveway. So maybe your like house itself would be kind of secluded from other people. And the driveway would be more sort of like a dirt road almost. For some of you, I'm hearing like a big open field behind your house, or like literally surrounding your environment. Like your house is, you know, what you need. Something about flatlands is important to you. And for some of you, I'm seeing cacti, like a lot of cacti. So maybe cacti, but somewhere with like definitely not somewhere with a lot of light pollution or pollution in general. Nice clear skies. For some of you, I'm hearing you would want to live somewhere where you can explore caves, or I specifically heard the catacombs. So maybe somewhere like the catacombs. Maybe some of you it is like on top of the catacombs, but just say it will resonate. Oh shit, there was a whole another card popped out over here. Six of Pentacles. That's funny. A six of Cups, a six of Pentacles. Your job and your ideal environment would be very equal give and take. Like you enjoy your job and you're getting paid well for it. Or you're helping people out and then they're helping you out. And that's just how it works. You definitely thrive more on being able to just like use your strength as like your power in your ideal environment, like that works for you, and that keeps that's what keeps your stability and foundations. That's what keeps you going. And it's almost like you're celebrated for it because what you bring to the table is really helpful, because you know you can really help people out with whatever you have to bring to the table. Okay, time to switch to Santa Mortium. But don't think that I'm not gonna bring these out again in another reading, because I use them all the time. I know they're like totally overused in my readings, but that's my favorite deck, so don't be offended. So okay. What is pile 2's ideal environment? Again, we have Six of Wands. Again with the Six of Wands. So, a community not only where you're celebrated for being yourself, but everyone is celebrated for bringing everything they have to the table, and everyone has equal give and take, and it just works out. Definitely community where people can party together. There's not a lot of lies and deception, gossip, drama, shit like that. People are very close knit. And y'all all celebrate each other. We have King of Cups. We have King of Cups right here. Yeah, definitely being able to go out partying or dancing or having fun and stuff like that is very important to you. Having friends or people around you who are emotionally intelligent and stable. And then, of course, the town itself, the structure, the city, the forest, the whatever, the wherever you live, also feeling the stable, clear aura and energy that just flows through you, and it makes you feel a lot of gratitude, very fulfilled. Whatever environment you live in, you really connect to the surroundings, the visual surroundings, and especially the ground. You like sitting on the ground a lot, and maybe feeling the ground. So definitely living somewhere where you can like go out and do that. You have time to go out and do those things. And maybe you go out and dick around town with your friends or the people in your town. You go talk to them and you just have a good time because, you know, everybody knows everybody there. Maybe it's small town vibes for you. Or maybe just a town of friendly or city of friendly people, community of friendly people. We have 7 of Wands. There's a lot of trees there. A lot of trees. And there's little fungi at the bottom, little mushrooms dotting the path. And the trees are distinctly red and there's no leaves. So some of you might like living on top of a mountain where the leaves fall off the trees. I know that happens everywhere, but I'm just getting mountain particular where you can see the different colors of the leaves changing. For others, you live in a place where the sky turns red during sunset. And for a lot of you, a place where either you live in or near a forest or a place you can walk around and explore the earth. Because you like to connect to the earth in your ideal environment. And you like to do it with other people, and you also like to do it alone. You like to go out all day, you go out during the day, you hang out, you like literally just be outside all day, you know? Sometimes you like to stay in, but you definitely like to just be walking around all day. Let's see, let's get one more card. One more card for a pile two. One more. I keep seeing skulls. Like, I know this is literally a skeleton deck, but I keep seeing like stacks of skulls. So maybe living near a haunted hotel or a haunted place that you could go like do a haunted tour or something is important to you. That's only for some of you. Maybe living near a cemetery. We have the moon, but we can see the moon reflection on the water, so living near the water. Ooh, there's something I really love about this card. Look. She has flesh, but in her reflection in the moon water, she can see her own death reflection. Her skeleton. So cool. So cool. You like to live in a place where you feel in touch with your ancestors, a place where you sort of maybe can do your magic or just can like vibe to the point of like being okay with everything. There's a lot of trust that goes into your ideal environment, being able to trust yourself to be vulnerable in that environment and trust the environment around you to like not take advantage of that vulnerability. You definitely live in your ideal environment would be living in a place where spirituality is nourished, or your spiritual journey in particular is nourished. And on the card, it really looks like a ghost. Like, it really just looks like a ghost floating. So maybe, I know I keep saying haunted, but like maybe in particular, you would like to live in a place with ghosts, you freaking weirdo. That's not super weird, but it is unusual. Live near a church, live near a holy place, and live somewhere with a park with swings, or put a swing up in a tree near your place. A place where you feel like you can dedicate yourself, mind, body, and soul to your environment and just be like, So I got some religious imagery, but not all of you. You use your environment to be religious, but it's more like you religiously like feel comfortable in your. That sounds so weird. Okay, never mind. Let me not use that analogy. But yeah, definitely being able to feel comfortable enough in your own home that you accept every part of yourself. You don't feel uncomfortable about showing different parts of yourself. You don't feel uncomfortable acting a certain way. You feel very accepted. Because maybe your particular way of living or being is unnatural. Or definitely more on the spiritual side is what I'm feeling from you. So you would need to live in your ideal environment. You would be completely embodying that state of spirituality.